No, I didn't press go live yet, did I? No, it went live. I don't know why it took like 6 years after I did my intro. It's fine. I don't know what it saved or what didn't save. It's YouTube, whatever. 3, 2, 1. Hello, friendlies. This is Claude from Chicago. Thanks for coming out to the live stream. This is Claude. And today we are playing Planet Coaster. Once again, I had to load in a picture. And we are going to get started with building the Stanley Kubrick ride, the continuation. If you have just tuned in or whatnot, we've been building the Stanley Kubrick ride for some period of time, 10 episodes. We'd like to get most of it done today and see what's going on. But today we are working on the Full Metal Jacket, and this is the scene that we're going to be building. We're only going to be doing one scene for the movie. This scene, and we'll get started in a second. Let's see if we're actually live. We are. All right, fantastic. All right, well, let's just get started. It's going to be pretty simple. We're going to do one scene here today. I don't know why in Planet Coaster it just feels like it's in the mouse settings are inverted for some reason. I don't remember ever changing that. I do know. I do play inverted in some games, but not like these. It's inverted. I don't know. It feels very weird. I don't know. Maybe I've had it like that. I don't know. Maybe I just don't play Planet Coaster enough anymore for that. Okay, let's continue. So we're doing Full Metal Jacket. It's going to be a dark ride scene here. Super simple, super easy. And let's turn on all of our settings. And let's get those in there. And that should be probably good enough. Let's go one more. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to come out to here. Oops, that's probably too far, actually. So we're going to do one simple scene from the film. Full Metal Jacket here. It's going to be a dark scene, so we don't really need any light. Have the car turn around, and it's going to come back down this way. And we are probably going to get set up in here this will probably be eyes wide shut down here. And then this, somewhere over here, we're going to fit in... Oh, it was supposed to be The Shining today. It was actually supposed to be The Shining. Well, let's change this to The Shining, I guess. Am I going to do... I mean, we're going to do the entrance of The Shining. Screw it. We're skipping The Shining. Sorry, Jack Nicholson. We're skipping The Shining. Or maybe we'll do something really simple with The Shining, actually. Yeah, we'll do something simple. I thought I did that already. Apparently I didn't. We'll go one there. Go like that. It's good. And then we'll turn this here. Make this go straight. And then we'll probably do something else in a second. So we'll just have that go there. Yeah, no, let's not do that now, because Planet Coaster's a pain in the ass when doing anything, so... Okay, so, Shining. Alright, well, I wasn't planning on doing The Shining, so let's change some of this up. Shining. Alright, I think that's what we'll do. Alright, let me save this here then. Save this on my desktop. Let me change the title of the stream. I don't think anybody's watching anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Shining and... Now, there we go. Oh, AJ's here. Sweet. Alright, so Shining. Let's get started. I gotta pull the image up now. Where is that at? Okay. That's fine. Alright, let's get started. So we should get some tiles set up first. Maybe some panels as well. Bedrock with subs was awesome today. It was. Actually got a lot of stuff done with it. Got a lot of stuff done. I like your observatory. It turned out pretty well. I like it. I like how everything's coming together, though, for real. Just the way how Zach has it all planned out is very nice, very organized. And I like your observatory. I can't believe he didn't know that was the thingy. All right, 10. We got 10 here. That's probably more than enough for what I need. We're using cast stone, by the way, just because I think it probably looks pretty cool for what I'm going for. But yeah, I'm surprised he didn't know what that was. But I think he was a little busy anyways. But yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do still on that world. I don't know what else to add to it, lol. I think you're probably good. Now you can go on to your next building. What's up, Simon? What's up, Jacob? How you guys doing? Appreciate you guys coming out to the stream. Right now we're doing The Shining. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I completely forgot about it. So we're doing that right now. And it probably doesn't need to be too big anyways. We're just going to keep it pretty simple. Let's grab some concrete. I would prefer a concrete sort of floor. We're doing the Shining elevator scene. Let me see if I can find the picture in a second. Or I have the picture. Let me put it on the thing for you guys. Oh god, where is my image? Okay, so this is the scene from The Shining we're doing, is this scene. It's going to be pretty simple, pretty basic. We're not going to do the blood, because I don't think we can really do that in Planet Coaster. We could do water, but you can't recolor the water, so we'll probably just leave it like... I don't know, we'll see what happens. But it's pretty simple, as you see. A couple elevator doors. And yeah. I think we're going to need to type in concrete, because I don't think it's going to pop up. I mean, maybe this stone looks pretty decent. Let's put that in there. Alright, where is the, we gotta wait for this entire thing to come around to see where the height level of this is. Majority of Planet Coaster is waiting. Oh god, I had such a good night of sleep. That's fantastic, man. Sleep is very nice to have. Okay, so they clipped through that wall for some reason. They never did, but now they do for some reason. I don't understand. Probably gonna have to reset this because Planet Coaster for some reason is very weird sometimes. Yeah, maybe it's fine. Okay, so let's press play. So there they are. So we actually probably don't need the bottom of this here. So let's move that up to there. And we could probably just delete this entire... No, we'll keep that there because we do actually need a little bit of it. Yeah, sleep is nice if you could get some sleep. Oh my god. But yeah, we're just going to make this simple shining sort of hallway here. And then we're going to go over to Full Metal Jacket. It probably doesn't even need to be that long. I think that's like probably as good as it needs to go. Toss that. And then we need some walls. I'm not sure what kind of walls we need. It's like a white and... I mean, there's wallpaper at the bottom. We can definitely make that happen. You know what? Let's go with the... let's go with these walls. I think these will work fine. I think these will work fine. If we get these to work. If we get these to work, of course. Jacob totally was taking a lot of my credit, though. For just kidding, just kidding. All right, let's move this down. Let's move this down. Let's move this down. Yeah, no, I like how your pool turned out, though, Jacob. It really did turn out nice. All right. I don't know if they're gonna glitch through the wall. We'll figure that out later. Figure that out later. No, they're not gonna glitch through. That's fine. I mean, their feet will, but I mean, once again, this is a visual ride, not a realistic one. As you can clearly see it going through the bottom of the floor. Yeah, your soccer field is a little thin, though, by the way. I didn't adjust it, but I mean, like, why did you, Jacob, like, the question is, why did you spend so much time, making the pool, but then, like, 3 minutes on the, like, the soccer field? Like, I think we can make it big. I mean, I think you can, I mean, you or me could make it, like, it needs to be wider. Like, you know, the pool looked really nice, and then, like, the soccer field was just, like, I mean, the soccer field looked decent, but I mean, you know, it just was like, nah. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too harsh of a critic. But I was watching PewDiePie's video the other day, and he was being very harsh to his subscribers about when they made them some of those loading screens. Which, by the way, I do appreciate PewDiePie actually being, like, straight up with his subs now. Like, some of his sub stuff does look like garbage. Or something you wouldn't like. If you guys are trying to get into the industry of film or movies and stuff like that, I mean, sometimes they specifically want a certain thing, and people get all upset about it. You know, like, why didn't PewDiePie like my thing or whatever? But I mean, if you're in the movie industry or the film industry, they wanted a specific way. They wanted a certain thing. You might make the coolest thing in the entire world, but they may not want that at all. So you're just gonna have to start all over again. And that's just how it is. You just can't take the stuff personally. Whenever you're doing the by the way, Flatline has an hour cooldown. I may change the price again. It has 200 coins, but it has an hour cooldown. So, but yeah. You got to remember that in the film industry, if you're ever going into it, it's going to be one of the most toxic environments of all time. But I mean, once again, they're being toxic because they care. The people in the film and the TV industry care about stuff, usually. Most of the stuff they talk about is not true, by the way. Like, if you look at the TV, if you watch the news or anything, about 100%, I'm not saying 100% of it, about, like, 80% of it is just misleading people. Like, the news is supposed to be objective, right? It's supposed to be objective. It's not objective. It's biased. It's 100% biased. No matter which channel you watch, it's 100% biased towards one way or the other. So you got to remember when you look at the stats that you can't just watch the news and be like, oh, that's true, because it's probably not. That's our whole job. Like, that's the job is to mislead people into believing a story. That's the whole point of the news. It's supposed to be informative and be unbiased, but it's not. It's none of them are. But we won't get down that road today, because that's been infuriating me recently. Our goal is to tell a story. It doesn't have to be true or false. The blood for the blood, you can use smoke and make it red. Ooh, that's a good idea. I didn't even think about that. Also, I just had to explain to my mom the coronavirus isn't a hoax, Simon says. I'm going to play Planet Coaster and go live and have fun. For sure, man. I want to get into the industry of manufacturing industry. Hey, whatever floats your boat, man. You need a lot of manufacturing jobs. They pay pretty good if you've been there for a while. And there's no hate in it. What we need here is like a little panel. We need not panels. We need art shapes. We need to make these little blood doors. Oops, wrong button. Yeah, we need like the blood doors, the blood red doors, and something that will look like the the thing. But yeah, I'm not gonna get down that road today. Okay, so let's find ourselves a little art shape that looks like a door or an elevator door. These actually look pretty close to an elevator door. We'll put one there, and then we'll put one over here. You know, let's actually let's paint it red first. I see a red door, and all I want to do is paint it black. Only old people get that joke. AJ's like, I'm just kidding, AJ. I'm just kidding. It's a good song by the Rolling Stones. But yeah, we do have to move a lot faster. I have not said we were taken over by Moshe, but I'm gonna probably say that we have been taken over by Moshe. I know Meep hasn't been here for a while because I know it's very hard for you Europeans to be here at these streams, and I do understand that. But we're gonna probably say that Moshe has taken over the park, so we need to start moving ahead. Even though Moshe is about safety and rules, I think Moshe can be the capitalist sometime and be like, hey, we need to go a little bit faster. So we're gonna start speeding these processes up a little bit. Okay. But yeah, maybe we could use the smoke for these. That would actually be kind of cool, actually. How would we get that in there? I don't know. We'll find out in a second. Maybe these should be a little bit darker of a red. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Then we need a little button on the wall. I think that's what we use with a TV screen. So we take this. Yeah, we've used a lot of TV screen buttons before. Take those, flip those upside down. Like, whenever I need a small piece, these little ones, like, really do the job, to be quite honest with you. These little TV screen things, like, they could be, like, anything, to be honest with you. Move that over a little bit. Put that there. We'll move that over, put that there. And then we will do... We do need to do some sort of siding here or something. And I need a chandelier as well. Let's get some chairs, though, before I forget. We got to get some of those chairs. These chairs always look good, and they got to be that nasty... They got to be... You can't even do that. Like, this is like the nasty... Not... Flannel doesn't look nasty, but this picture does. Like, you know, it just doesn't look right. I don't know. I don't know what people were doing back in those days. Like, why is that the color that was cool? Why was that I don't know. I don't know, guys. Okay. I just work here. Oh, right. I think that's looking good. And then we'll flip this around here. But yeah, we're definitely doing the fog machine, Simon. We definitely do that. I mean, I need those ideas because I would have never thought about that. I mean, this is still quite a big of a scene, but I think it'll turn out good. And then we're going to get to the Vietnam thing in a couple minutes once we get this set up. I completely forgot about it. Is there like we need a little art shape for the elevator thingies? So let's find one of those. What's up, Zach? Thanks for coming out to the stream, man. How are you doing? You're eating lunch? What are you eating for lunch? Where is he? God, I'm so tired. Oh, we could do a clock. Even though the clock was not in the scene at all. The clock could fit in here to make it kind of look pretty nice. I know technically the clock was not a part of this, but it might look pretty cool. I think there could be an issue with that, though. You know, that smaller clock would actually look a lot more realistic. All right, there we go. I'm currently gonna make myself more tea. All right, bet. Yeah, Zach. The word bet is more of how would you say it? Like, I bet you won't. Bet you won't get more tea. You're supposed to like prove me wrong that you will do that. Like that's what you're saying bet for. I bet you won't get more tea. Prove me wrong. That's pretty much what you're saying. Prove me wrong. Bet you won't build a school. Prove me wrong you won't build a school. You know, that's what it stands for. That's what it really much. That's really what we're going. Like that's really what it means, I guess. In some sort of a sense. I'm looking for like a little arch or a little piece that looks somewhat like this. The elevator button, but like not too crazy. But yeah, we're going, for people that are just tuning in, we are going, I know Moshe's not here, but we're gonna say Moshe is definitely now getting on our butt. We need to start moving fast. Scenes are gonna be a lot shorter. We're running out of budget. We're doing budget cuts. We need to get this park open, like completely open. Technically, this is the first edition of the park, which would probably be the only edition because we're lagging quite heavily now. But yeah, we need to start moving quicker. I mean, the first world we played only took us 20 episodes, and I mean there was a good bit of detail, and some of the rides were pretty. I mean, I had a lot more fun in the first. I mean, don't get me. I had fun in all the worlds. This world is the only issue is because these are recreations. I can't rush. I cannot rush. That's the issue with the movie park. I think I can't rush. I mean, I could, and I probably should, but considering it's a movie park, I really haven't been able to like I'm taking my time doing these, which I do still appreciate. But the other one, I was like, oh, you know what? We'll spend like 2 days working on this pirate ride, which ended up taking like 4 days. But I mean, still turned out quite well. And, you know, some of those other things, we did, like, a bunch more time lapses and stuff. But we gotta keep on moving, you know? We gotta go faster. Budget cuts. What's up, Justy? How are you doing, man? Thanks for coming out to stream, big fella. Right now, we're working on the Shining ride. We were supposed to do the Full Metal Jacket ride, but we had to push that back because completely forgot we skipped the Shining. We did skip a couple other Kubrick movies, but we can't miss The Shining. The Shining is a little bit too important to skip. I mean, like, for example, we skipped Lolita and Spartacus because, well, Lolita was definitely a questionable movie in itself. And we skipped Spartacus just because I said so. I mean, Spartacus was not bad. It was just, we just skipped it because we could. I would love to get Mafia 1. That sounds like a good lunch. Bet. Just received my childhood. Yeah, bet you won't be eating lunch. Don't rush this. Make this series last forever, please. I cannot wait for World Fair Park, where me and Meep will be watching very closely if you are building these buildings accurately. LOL, bet. Yeah, bet you won't be watching. Yeah, you know what? We should take our time. I mean, the only issue is I only have 1 hour a week to play Planet Coaster, 1 hour a week to play The Sims. I would love to have spent a lot more time on these Kubrick rides, which I mean I did. But I mean, I know you guys want to start seeing the other parks as well, so I might I'm looking for this arch shape. I'm just looking for anything that looks like an arch that has some sort of detail in it. Just like those little elevator buttons if you look at that picture. Looking for anything that looks like that. I went through the entire scenery stuff again, and I can't find anything. I mean, we could use just these arches here and make these gold. Which, I mean, I guess that'll be fine. I mean, we have gold here anyways. And then we could do like a little arrow or something. We could find something that'll fit. By the way, has anybody seen the original Poseidon? Bruh, what is this? Nobody. Planet Coaster. Did you want this? Yes, I would like this to go straight. I mean, I hate to be that dude. But sometimes I would like the objects to be straight. Go straight. So I guess that'll be actually a lot easier than doing it the other way that I was going to do it. Has anybody seen the original Poseidon? I watched it last week. I'm going to put a movie review in. The original Poseidon from like 1972. I enjoyed watching it again. I mean, I watched it as a kid a bunch of times. But watching it as an adult, you kind of like got to see all the stuff you didn't notice as a kid. It was actually really good. The original Poseidon. I like the story. Pretty simple. I mean, some of the especially younger people probably wouldn't enjoy it as much because it wasn't as I mean, it wasn't super high budget in the first place, but it was still really fun, and I enjoyed watching it. Again, I watched, what was it called? I watched the what was it called? I watched not Full Metal Jacket. What's that Mel Gibson film? I have the picture here. I haven't put it on, like, I wanted to put this on for Simon a while ago. I just haven't had a chance, like 4 weeks ago. I don't have any time with school anymore. What's up, Lego? Thanks for coming out with this stream, man. But yeah, I watched We Were Soldiers as well a couple weeks ago, like 4 weeks ago now. Really good movie. If you're if you're an American, you're probably watching it in high school, so don't need to worry. But if you're live in another country, I think We Were Soldiers was good. I'll put a review on there as well. Last night I rewatched V for Vendetta again. Really enjoyed that film. It was really good. Enjoyed that as well. But I'll put my full reviews. By the way, Simon, you can put your you can put game reviews in there. That's fine. You do game reviews in that chat because I think you were asking for that. What's up, Lego? How are you doing, man? Thanks for coming on stream, Big Fella. This is the greatest thing about this little wall mount is you really can use this for like anything. We'll use this as the ticking thing for the elevator or whatever. I don't know how that'll look. Yeah, that doesn't look as good as I thought it was going to. Never mind. Lego dude. Yeah, what's up, big fella? I only watched the newer one. Yeah, the Poseidon, well, they're both old now, but the original one was really good. Watched it as a kid a bunch of times. As an adult, watching it is a lot different. I mean, I watched a newer one as well. I thought the newer one was okay. It wasn't too great, but I mean, oh, that's hard line. Sorry, let's stop there, Claude. The newer one was good as well. I gotta stop being negative like all the time. The only issue is, like that's the same concept with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. You can't compare them both together. Like, I mean, they're both good. They're both good. You can't. I mean, the newer one is probably a little bit more realistic. The newer one is definitely probably a little bit more realistic. The older one, there's a lot of plot holes that just don't make sense. But they put a review in. Yeah, if you want to put gaming reviews in there, you can too. Is that the movie about the boat? I've only seen the newer one quite a while ago. Yeah, the newer one came out in like 2004 or 2006, something like that. But yeah, that's the one, Justy. It's really, really good. I mean, the newer one's good too. I mean, the newer one is way more realistic. All right, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this, but we'll skip that for now. Let's start working on the roof, and then let's do the chandeliers. What should I do for the roof? Maybe just do a wood roof? What did I do for, like, a stone roof before? Did I just use panels? I did. I've done panels on all the roofs except for one down here. Let's just take the stone floor. That'll be fine. But yeah, no. It is I mean, either way, whatever one you watch is good. I mean, sorry. I always get so worked up. I always say the original's better. I mean, sometimes the original isn't better. I mean, in my case, I think they are both different enough to. They're different. They're both different enough to watch them both. I mean, they both have the same outcome. They both have the same story generally, but they're different. I mean, the newer one is way more realistic. The older one isn't, but I think they both do follow the same plot line. I don't exactly remember the newer one because I only saw that once. But I do. I mean, they're both really good. They're both really good. Is this chandelier gonna fit in here? That's the only question that I'm having. It does, thank goodness. Thought this was gonna be huge. Which, by the way, never take my word for anything. If I say something's bad, that does not mean it's bad. I'm just being as critical as possible. Which, by the way, was really cool. I don't know. I just love that movie. Well, technically, the chandelier is a little bit more up. So let's move that up a little bit more. And technically, there isn't a clock here either, so. But we'll leave that there anyways. Okay, and then we need to make the blood come out. So Simon suggested to use the fog machines, which is a really good suggestion. So, before we do that, I want to find Splat. Because Splat, of course, is the iconic go-to blood. The iconic go-to blood thing. Which, by the way, Kubrick got around doing this scene because they said it was too graphic to show blood or something like this. I forgot what he originally said when they were shooting this. They said it was I forgot what Kubrick said it was. He said it was like rust. I think that's what he was going. He said it was rust that was coming from the thing, and then he changed it up. Once they shot the scene, he's like, no, that's actually blood. And the studio was, of course, mad, because whatever Kubrick does, he always gets the studio very upset. Kubrick doesn't listen. By the way, Zach, I don't actually have a specific name for that statue there in your worlds. It's just a dude. I mean, it could be whoever. I don't know. What is the guy from your UFC, right? Is that what the school you went to? I can't remember. I mean, I copied that design, by the way. That was legitly the reason why the first episode I didn't really do anything. Is like that was a legit copy, or as close of a copy as I could get. I mean, it's not exactly a copy, but it's close enough. Where is my special effects? Okay, so Simon said fog machine. Fog machine would work. I need to find the fog machine. Ambience. It would be ambient, dust blowing, dry ice, smoke bursts. Can I change the color of this? Sometimes you should be able to change some of these. There has to be a way you can change this. You've got to be kidding me, bro. Why can you not change it? There has to be one of these you can change the color. Bruh. Isn't there a water machine? There is a water machine. The only issue is... Well, I mean, there's another one other than this. I just want to see how this looks, to be honest with you. The only issue is I can't change the color of any of them, and I don't know why. This would definitely be like, oh, one of those rides to be like, oh, you don't want to get wet, but you get wet anyways. Oh, that actually kind of looks cool. I hope I'm showing the right picture. I am. Okay. I mean, that kind of looks cool. Let's move that in there. Oh, here we go. Get all wet. Even though that's not red, I think that it's still. I think that still would work. All right, let's add a trigger here, and let's say. Let's add a trigger. Hold on. Add a trigger sequence. Add a new one. I think this is the lights in here. Barry, Lyndon, main, lights. 3. And then we'll name this blood door. Alright. We'll move this over here. And we'll try to do this so that people can't get wet. Because, you know, people complain about it. Everyone complains about everything. No matter what. Like, you could get on a water ride and people would complain because you get wet. That's hashtag America. So, we'll come out a little bit here. 15. And then we'll put that on here. And that should be good. We'll put it as a second delay. And then we need to make this go up. And we're going to do a little bit of light work here. Well, not light work. Terrain work. Oops. We'll make a little bump there because you're obviously going to need to try to get some of that night. The moonlight will come in from any direction. It's very weird. So now that should be kind of pitch dark in here. Okay. We do need to get more light in here. We do have the chandelier. So let's get into our ghost lights, is what I like to call them. Is there small ghost lights? We do have some small ghost lights here. We have 4 small ghost lights, is what I call them. And then we'll move that. Oops. Start over again. Don't want to change the height of them. They're probably fine with the heights. Then we'll do a little rotation this way. And let's see how this looks. Probably could be brighter. So we have 2 ways to make that brighter. The easiest way is just to bring the lights down. Bring them across a little bit. Yeah, there we go. All right. It's looking good to me. So let's save that there. I don't know how long it's supposed to last for, but we'll do a quick adjustment here. And then we'll go to... I guess we'll just add them onto the blood door. No, they need to come on actually before that. So we'll move this back a little bit to there. 16. Connect objects. Bling, bling. Click on these. Then we'll make them last for, I don't know, 15 seconds about. That's probably good enough. I don't think that's too long. All right. I think that's good. So we'll save that. And we just have to wait and see if where this is, it might have started all over again. No, it didn't, strangely enough. That's fair for me. It's fine with me. Still got to do something in these corner pieces. I don't know what's going to go there yet. Kind of worked on a wall. Might do that off stream. Look how nice this looks. I forgot. What's up, Noble Jesse? Thanks for coming out to the stream, man. How you doing, big fella? This actually turned out really nice. Gotta do some work here, though. I mean, that was pretty quick, but that actually did look pretty nice. And the time was good for the lights as well. That's awesome. All right. So we are done with The Shining, even though I wasn't even planning on doing The Shining today. Let's go with this picture here. So now we need to do... Well... I want to... So, Eyes Wide Shut's gonna be here. Zach's, or not Zach's favorite, AJ's favorite movie. Eyes Wide Shut is gonna be here. So, I kind of want Full Metal Jacket to be... I want to say pretty simple, but not as simple as possible, if that makes any sense. So, let's back this up. I hope that does not affect my times for anything. Let's move that track back a little bit here. Turn this way. And then that should be good. So let's turn this way. Okay, what I said was I'm not going to talk about school on stream. But I do really want to talk about this because it's so infuriating. My teacher was supposed to give us points for participating in this online Zoom thingy on Thursday after the class was over, and she gave me 0 points, right, for doing it. And I'm very concerned that I will get 0 points. She was okay. So if you participate in the Zoom meet, I want you guys' opinion because you guys actually do online school as well. So she said she was going to give... So on Monday, she said she would give us points for... What would you say? On Monday, she said she will give us points if you participate in the Zoom call on Thursday. And then on Thursday, she said... On Thursday, she said, what was it? On Thursday, she said what? I mean, I participated, but I got 0 points is what I'm trying to get to. That's what I'm trying to get to here. So I'm very concerned. Do I just wait, or do I email her on Monday? Or what do I do? I don't know what to do. This is what I'm trying to get to. I don't know. I'm very concerned. Maybe I shouldn't be as concerned. Well, regardless, now that I got that out the way, let's delete these here. Okay, so what I wanted to do is, I think we're actually pretty dang close to getting this finished. But for AJ and for anybody that's here that's curious, what we're going to do is we're going to go in the Full Metal Jacket. And now, I didn't expect to do 2 scenes for Full Metal Jacket. But I do feel that we probably should do 2 scenes for Full Metal Jacket. So let me find another picture. Yeah, let me see if we can find another picture. I mean, we do have tanks. We do have tanks that we've used like never. You know what? We'll do that scene and then we'll do the other one. So let me save this here. We'll save this on the desktop as well. Save that there. Go like this. Click on this, this, and voila. There we go. Next picture. Okay, so I wasn't planning on doing two scenes, but I want to do two scenes for Full Metal Jacket. Everyone remembers Full Metal Jacket as the movie where they get in the boot camp and everyone's yelling at everyone, right? Everyone remembers that specifically. But everyone, because Full Metal Jacket is split up in two sections, as in like a theory-wise, like it's split up like specifically for that point. But I don't know. It's Full Metal Jacket is just that movie. I don't know. It's split up into two sections on purpose, but everyone always forgets the second part of the movie. Why? I don't know. Like everyone forgets it. So I want to do this scene here. This scene is a bunch of tanks sort of just driving towards a destination. Sort of they're just wandering. They know where they're going, but they're just wandering at this point. Right there by the river. This is the guy on the right played football for Notre Dame or something like that. Every movie somebody plays football for Notre Dame. It's very unrealistic, but no. Hey, if I played for Notre Dame, I would definitely bring it up. Yeah, they call me Johnny Touch. I forgot what they said. They call me Johnny Football or Johnny Touchdown or something. But yeah, every Irish person knows what the Notre Dame movies. Which, by the way, Rudy was a good movie to watch like once or twice. Personally, don't think Rudy was worth watching more than once. Personally, I think it was a good story. I think it was a good story about... If you don't know what Rudy is, I'll tell you guys right now. Rudy is a football story about a kid that goes to Notre Dame University to play football, but he can't play football. Not saying that he can't play football. He is not to the size. He's not big enough he's not big enough to play football. I guess is what you're saying. He tries as hard as possible to try to play on the football team. That's really the story. And I think it was good, but I mean, once again, I watched the clips of real Rudy play in real life. I don't know. Like, that was a story, but for what the movie was, it wasn't like Rudy went out there and played like a god and like destroyed everyone and proved everyone wrong, right? Like, that wasn't the story. Like, I'm just gonna say it right now. It's not even worth your time probably watching the movie. The whole point of Rudy was he's a small football player that wasn't supposed to play on the Notre Dame football team, but he did. But when he played on the team, he played the last two plays of a game that they were destroying the other team. They were destroying the other team. It wasn't like he came in and he clutched up and he got this super awesome sack to win the game and, you know, get like I mean, they still picked him up on his shoulders and stuff, but I mean, he played two plays. And the one play was kickoff, right? He kicked off at the end. Okay, wow. Not saying special teams isn't. I mean, special teams are important in football, but I mean, it's not. Does that really count as playing? I mean, I guess technically it does, but I mean, okay, that doesn't count. But the second play he played to end the game, like they literally put him in like at the end of the game, and he came like for the last game too. Like they just put him in because like, oh, he's been on the team for like this. He's been on the team for like 4 years, but he didn't get to play at all. So we'll just put him in for like a pity play. Like, that's pretty much what it was. And then he came in and he got a sack assist. He didn't get a full... I'm pulling the shit up right now. Hold on. I'm pulling it up right now. I don't care if I get copyright straight. I mean, I'm so infuriated. I don't... Rudy... in real life. Rudy in real life. Here we are.
38 seconds to...
Okay. Now let me pull this over here. Let me show you guys. Because oh god, I'm sorry, I have to go down this rant. Say not to go down a rant. I mean, even as an Irish person, that wasn't worth any time. It wasn't worth any time at all. I'm sorry at everyone that enjoyed that classic Irish film. The whole point of the movie was I don't know the backstory of how it was made or anything like that. I'm not trying to discredit any of the actors or the people, but I don't that just was not. It was a waste of time. Everyone right now, trigger warning. God, I don't know. Especially in my family, it's like, oh, this is the greatest movie. No, it's not. It isn't. It is not the greatest movie of all time. Just because Notre Dame's in it does not mean it's the greatest movie of all time. I'm just gonna have to say that right now. I showed you guys the play. Like, that is the entire movie. That's what you wait for. It's not like he comes up and, like, he clutches. Like, that's the thing, man. It's not like he comes out of nowhere and he's like, oh, he wins, he wins the entire game. Like, oh my goodness, like, Noble Jesse came down there and, like, got 500 sacks and threw, like, 17 million touchdowns. No. He got an assisted tackle with 2 other people. I thought it was only 1 other person, but there was 2 other people that helped him tackle that dude. If that guy wasn't there, I'm pretty sure the quarterback would have stiff-armed the shit out of him and shoved him to the ground. Because Rudy was small. Like, he wasn't like he was a big dude. He was, like, small. I'm sorry for going on to this rant. I don't like trying to go on rants anymore, but I just can't sometimes, you know. I can't stop myself. I just can't stop myself sometimes. Just want to save you guys some heartache. I don't know if anybody has seen that, but goodness me. Everyone's like, now I'm not going to watch it because he just said how bad it was. Or they're going to say, I'm going to watch it and say it is actually really good. I mean, the story's okay. I mean, like, it shows, like, it's supposed to be, it's like, it's talking about, like, oh, you know, you came from nowhere. Everyone told you, no, you couldn't play Notre Dame football. But then you did, you know, then you came back and played. I mean, I guess that's what the purpose of the story was, but I mean, it was not worth. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your time at all. See, the issue is within the film industry, you're supposed to appreciate every film made, right? I do appreciate how good the film was originally. Like, maybe it's worth one, but I mean, once it's just like that's what I spent an hour and a half watching. That's what I spent 2 hours watching. I just don't think it's definitely not worth the payoff. I'm sorry, I'm so critical. I'm so critical sometimes, but I'm sorry. It's still a good film to watch one time through. It shows you the hard Irish way of life, you know, the hard workers and all that, you know. They show you all that in there, but I mean, for that play, I mean, like, which, by the way, very upset. Speaking about Notre Dame, they postponed their game today, and I don't know why. They should have been playing today, but they postponed it. I don't honestly know why. It's kind of a little bit infuriating, but they won their last game. Like, once again, Notre Dame won their last game. Like, I think it was like 45-0. Like, they can just destroy people. They can just destroy people, and I do enjoy watching them play. By the way, do not get me wrong about that. And I would have been watching that game too, but I don't think movie worth. I don't think so. Okay, let's continue with the Full Metal Jacket, though. Claude, would you watch the Andy Warhol film called The Empire? I mean, I'm always down to watch a movie one time. I'm never saying that I'm not down to watch a movie. Let me see. I don't think I've ever saw this movie before. Yeah, I'm not saying that I wouldn't be down to watch a movie. Don't get me wrong. Just some movies, it's probably not worth your time. That's what I'm trying to get. Okay, so we are going to do this Vietnam scene where they're walking down this river. It's not really too detailed. It's pretty simple. So we should be able to get this done real quick. Because I would like to do the other scene that I wanted to do. Now, the question is, do I have any rocks? I do. Okay. Because it's like they get on a road. No, there's going to be tanks here, so it shouldn't be too bad. And I think you actually could get because the car is going to turn this way. It's going to look this way. So you actually be able to get the good look down the river. Which we're going to try to have to build a river here. Which Planet Coaster, I don't know, will let us do that or not with the water. I hope it does. Andy Warhol 1964 film. Can you check its length? Let me see. Andy Warhol 19. It got 3.7 out of 10. It's 8 hours and 5. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I've seen this before. I haven't seen the whole thing, but I know what you're talking about. Now, this is another thing. This is another thing. Right? This is questionable. Is this a movie? It's 8 hours of just the Empire State Building. From this one angle. Nothing changes. That's questionable. If that's a movie. Oh, Jesty just posted a video. How did Jesty come out to all of our streams and, like, not say, oh, hey, guys, I'm posting another Jesty Realm video? I gotta watch that now. But that, yeah. I guess in theory it's a film, right? I guess in theory, but I don't know if... I think that's what you would call a time-lapse. But I have seen that, though, Simon. Wow, that is the world's straightest river. Oh my god. Please, Planet Coaster, let me use the water here. By the way, Simon, no, I would not watch the full 8 hours of that. If that's what you're trying to ask me, yeah, no, I would definitely not watch fully 8 hours of that. Alright, here we go. Planet Coaster does not let me place any water in here. Why? Why? Like, not at all. Oh, there we go. We finally got some water going. Got some water action. All right. And it's at the right height level. Maybe we got to go back and do the water first and then start digging out the rest of it. I know that's not the world's straightest river, okay? I understand this. Rivers aren't straight anyways. Okay, I think that's okay. I mean, the road is definitely a different color road, so maybe we should get more of that grass back in there. Get some trees, and it shows palm trees and sort of stuff like that, but we'll go back and we're gonna have to redo some of this here. Put a little too much other stuff in there. So let's find some grass, and let's put that back in. It's supposed to be like Vietnam. Put that in there, and then we'll get some trees and some tanks, and we'll be good to go, I think. I mean, I have not used the tank at all in this game, but this would be the time to use the tanks. I think those are in animatronics, right? What's up, Ryan? Thanks for coming out to the stream, man. Long time no see. How's the park going? It is going fantastic. Thanks for asking, man. Thanks for asking. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of work on these. We can only play once a week now, but we are trying our best. So what color are these tanks? These tanks are the Vietnam green. So I think this color could work. Well, I don't know if this is the tank that explodes or not. If it does, then we should probably find a different one. I think this is the one that explodes. Yeah, it does. Okay. Pause. Okay, well, we can use that color, so let's put those over there. We just got to find a tank that goes straight. Yeah, this will work. Okay. This will work. Pull one there, pull one there. And then we just got to turn them off. Stationary. Stationary. Delete. These are just marching down the road. It's nothing too fancy. Ugh. Did you watch They Live, Claude? They Live, Claude? Oh, no, I haven't had a chance to see this. I do have it still favorited, though. It's not a movie, Claude. It's art. And I'm required to say by Slovak tourism agency is to mention that the Andy Warhol parents came from Slovakia. Neki Warhol, a Slovak. Oh, trigger warning. Claude hates movie, Simon said. It's art. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not. I don't. It shouldn't be called a film, is what I'm trying to get to. I do think it is important to do those sort of documentary things that are pretty simple, but calling it a movie is not. It's not a-okay. You know what I'm saying? It's like It's like when people take art and they just throw fucking... Sorry. When people take art and they just splatter paint onto the thing and they say it's done, that's not art. That is not art. Same thing with the camera. You know, you might just take a picture of something random. That's not art. I mean, you are capturing something, but I mean, if you're just taking just pictures of random stuff, like, I don't know. It's like, you can't just take pictures of random stuff and say, like, this is proper photography. I mean, in the theory it is, but I mean, it's not, though. I mean, like, the same thing with people, like, just throwing paint on a can, like, you can't, I don't know, like, does that make any sense? Like, it just can't. By the way, we are going to use these spaceship guys, because they kind of look like Vietnam soldiers. They kind of look like Vietnam soldiers. Not saying that they do. We don't have any soldier pieces in Planet Coaster, so we're just going to use these guys. I mean, it is important to document stuff like that. I mean, like, no one will ever see the Empire State Building without, you know, all those buildings in the background, and all you see is that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't see it just reading the Wikipedia page through that it wasn't enough. For old movies, I prefer communist propaganda movies and the bolster Kenton. Have you seen the Battleship Potemkin, Simon? Have you seen the Battleship Potemkin? That's a really good communist propaganda movie. It's the first movie that really introduced montage. Not saying that it was the first original one, but it was one of the originals to sort of do stuff like that. Everyone right now, we're just gonna stop watching Claude stream because he's triggering us. Space Guys, Guardians of the Jungle. Right. I read an article about an art installment that consists of a banana taped on the wall. Although I try to see, I'll try and see if I can post it on your Discord. No. You don't have to do that, Justy. We don't know. We know what that is. We don't need to see that. By the way, Justy, how are you going to come out to the stream and not tell us that you posted another episode of Justy Crab? Because I need to watch it. You got to tell us this. Yeah, you don't have to go out of the way. I know what you're talking about. I mean, I'm just being critical. I know Zach doesn't like it when I be critical sometimes. But I mean, once again, like, think of this. You know, what happens if you just take an instrument and you just start like, you know, when you just take an instrument, like, let's say you're playing the guitar, and you just start hitting like hitting the strings, right? Does that count as music? If they don't know what they're doing, if they have no idea what they're doing, does that count as music? I would say no. That's the same thing with art. If you don't know what you're doing, it doesn't count. It doesn't count. And I know I'm super critical on that, But it doesn't count. It does not count. It does not count. If you don't know what you're doing, it doesn't count. It doesn't. It's like it doesn't. Taping a banana to the wall. That's not art. That is not art. That is a piece of food. Like, it's not like they went out the way and like took a picture of the art or they painted the banana. They literally took a piece. They took the banana. And just taped it. That doesn't count. Read anything can be better. Can be music if you're deaf enough. No. Battleship Potemkin. I would recommend Smugglers of Death, the movie that you've realized the propaganda elements. It goes from drama to comedy. LOL. Reading about the battleship, I could see why it ended up being a propaganda. Anything that can be music if you're deaf enough. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Oh, you can watch the full movie on YouTube. I completely forgot. You can watch it in German or Russian. Depends on which platform you prefer, Simon. Are pieces written for things like that? No, Justy, no, Justy. No, no, Justy. No. Please. Oh, so that's why they rebelled. The maggots in the Swingia making Russian sailors unhappy. No, the reason why... Well, the movie is a propaganda movie, and I don't know if it... I think it did happen in real life. I know there was a Battleship Potemkin after the Russian general, but I can't remember exactly if that was the realistic reason why they... Like, I don't know the historical context if that really did happen. I think it did, but what happened, at least in the movie, because that's what I do know, is... The Battleship Potemkin was... There were sailors on a ship, and they weren't allowed to go home. They were forced to be there. Like, they were kidnapped. I think that's what it was. I think they were kidnapped, put on this ship, and then they had to be sailors. And then they were treated like crap, and then they rebelled. They rebelled to the Russian whitecoats is what they were called. I think that's what they were called. They rebelled to Russian whitecoats. And then they took over the ship. They took over the ship, and the whole goal of the movie was that anybody that supported they supported the communists technically. The communists were killed, and then it was a whole propaganda movie. Whatever you would think a propaganda movie is, and then it just goes to like, oh, oh, this is fantastic, like, we won the end. It's a propaganda movie. The whole point is to make you be misled. It's the whole goal of that movie. I mean, once again, it was really good. Like, it was well done. It was really well done. And it's hard for people to understand the concept of, like, how do you not know that's propaganda? Remember that this movie was directed, like, when films were just out, you know? Like, movies were not around for that long. It's hard to think, considering that we were all born with movies. I think everyone here has been born with movies. Like, we've all been around since movies were born. But for people that weren't there, they take it as truth. And that's why I say, guys, you know, coming from me, the media person, please don't believe everything you see on TV. The goal, like, they tell us to be, I don't want to. God, I'm never gonna get a job in the media field if I say the secrets. But it's not. Don't believe everything they say in the news. I don't think you should believe anything they say in the news. You have to do your own research. That's all I say. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. And that's the same thing with movies. And that's a propaganda movie that misled people. Which, by the way, of course, the first propaganda movie ever made was from the United States, which we'll talk about in a second. It's awful, but there actually are pieces that are written like that. I know. I know, Justy. It's like, it's so annoying. I mean, sometimes not everyone can be an artist. Not everyone can be an artist. I hate to say it. I hate to break it to you guys, but not everyone can be an artist. Not everyone can be a film director. Not everyone can be a producer. But if you try hard enough, you can. You can. I mean, of course, coming from the guy that lives in America, the measure of success is if you can make money off of it. If you're making money off of it, I think you could be very successful. I think that's where you can measure success. Is that right or wrong? I don't know, but that's what I believe that it should. I'm not saying it should be. I think that's just how it is. I mean, if you make a song and you make $1 million, that's pretty successful. But if you make a song and you make $0, is that successful? I don't believe so. I don't believe so. I'm not saying that it isn't. I mean, you could make a song and not make any money, and it could be good, but I don't think that's where you, like, measure the success level. I think it's really about, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. What's up, Zappy Zebra? Ryan, I didn't skip your message, my guy. By the way, let you know that I've been working with a guy who makes Harry Potter models in a workshop, and we're creating a Harry Potter map using realistic park features. Ryan, please let me know when that's done, because I would love to see that, because that's another thing that I think is something that is forgotten. Of course, you don't need to make money off of everything to measure success. I think, it's definitely important to sort of see people that do quality work. I don't know. It's hard to measure success. There's no right or wrong answer. Oh, so that's why they rebelled. They made maggots in a Russian song? No, because they died and they replaced them after they lost the battle. Mordor they dropped. The officers and everyone were planning the Simulus mutiny. Truth in the movies, lie in the TVs. Oof. Fun fact, propaganda becomes less efficient as civilization unrest increased. That's what happened in Slovakia in 1968. The civil unrest went through the sky high. Well, that's true too. The first propaganda film that was ever made, it's really hard to find the video. I've looked everywhere to find it. But the first propaganda film is a 15-second clip, which was the whole movie, by the way. And all it was an American flag getting raised over a Spanish fort. That was the whole movie. How they define this propaganda is, I think they're like it. All it was the I think it was all it was a Spanish flag going down and an American flag getting pulled up, and like that was the whole movie. It was 15 seconds long, or even shorter. It's because I think it was propaganda, because I don't think that battle actually ever did exist. I think it was the whole point was to show people that it's. I don't know. I mean, I can see why they came up with that idea of it. It's weird. That's just I don't know. Well, we are a little bit over time here today, and I am going to have to end it here soon. I know we have been talking a lot and talking about all these movies, but I am going to have to end it here. So let's talk about what we did today for people that are just tuning in or skip to the end. Which, by the way, Barry Lyndon scene here, beautiful. I really enjoy this still. But what we worked on today was we worked on two things. We worked on The Shining. The Shining, have to do a little bit of work there with the dirt. It's coming through the wall, obviously. Got to fix that up a little bit. And then we made the Vietnam scene from the Full Metal Jackets. Probably going to have to change the lights and make them last a little longer. 45 seconds is probably not enough. But this really does sort of look like the movie from that brief picture. You even get the water in there. For some reason, in Planet Coaster, water just looks black when there's a light on it. When there's not a light on it, it looks realistic, but that's what it is. And next time we play, we're going to finish this ride. I think we will be able to finish this ride next week. I hope. But I hope you guys enjoyed Simon, AJ, Zappy Zebra, Jesty, and Ryan Saves the World. I really do appreciate you guys coming out and supporting. I know these streams aren't as long anymore. Give you guys a brief rundown of what's going to be happening this upcoming week. Monday, we will be playing Halo again. Make sure you check out the new Halo video. Tuesday and Wednesday, we have a Super Mega Baseball. Tuesday is going to be against the Sheeps, and Wednesday is going to be against the Engines. After that, there's going to be a bye week, and betting is going to be... I'm going to post all the statistics in #sports. So we're going to have a bye week after this. And then on Thursday, we're going to have another Core Craft episode. Friday is going to be... Friday's going to be Sims, and Saturday's going to be Planet Coaster. So thank you, Jesty, for coming out to the end. I have to check out his video, Jesty Realm. Do appreciate everyone for coming out, watching 1 minute or 6 years on this channel, of course. AJ at 816 hours. Thank you so much. I will see you, Friendlings, next time with another episode of Planet Coaster. This is Claude from Chicago. And remember, Friendlings, a real Friendling makes his own luck.